Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Just want to do a quick video on NIKOLA. Well, this stock is finally coming back to life. We can see it was up 17.98%. And that was because tweeted our first customer delivery done and more to come. So let's see what else is on NIKOLA's Twitter accounts. So it says here, NIKOLA is a technology disruptor working to develop innovative energy and transportation solutions while paving the way for a zero emissions future. So they have this pin. It's official, handing over the keys to Total Transportation Services, making our first customer delivery. 2 days ago, today Thomas Truck Centers, a member of our sales and service network, announced an LOI with Hinov Transportation for intent to purchase up to 100 NIKOLA tray trucks. So that would definitely be good for NIKOLA's growth. The ports of LA and Long Beach are about to get a whole lot greener. The first NIKOLA tray was made last Friday to our first customer, making these zero-emission trucks among the cleanest in the entire fleet. At this chart, this stock was trading around $10 before exploding all the way to $93.99. Let me know in the comments down below if you are still holding NIKOLA in the high 50s. I have NIKOLA, but my average is about 20, which is still very high. And I can't do much but just hold onto my shares. That's why shares are very important with these growing companies. Call options are very dangerous unless we know there's a catalyst coming up, like them delivering the trucks December 17th, which was about a week ago. And then we can see that yesterday they tweeted our first customer delivery done. So we know that they were going to deliver the first truck. It would be a catalyst to play options. But if we buy call options every single week, we're going to lose. Either the stock doesn't move or it's just trending lower. If we take a look at these call options, wow, for the people that bought call options last week, made a fortune, because if we take a look at the 10 strike price that expires on Friday, these were going for 17 cents. You can play these options is to sell cash secured puts on NIKOLA if you are bullish on the stock, or you can sell puts to use that premium to lower your cost basis if you have a very high cost basis. So we're going to check out the January 21, 2022 expiration dates. So if you take a look at the 11 strike, you would be receiving $122. You don't even have to go to 11 strike. You can even pick the 10 strike price and you would get $74. I know it's not a lot of money, but if you're planning to buy NIKOLA at this price anyway, why not sell a cash secure puts, use that money to lower your cost basis, or use that money to buy yourself a decent meal. $74 can probably get you a steak dinner somewhere. But you do need the collateral. So the collateral is 100 times the strike price, which is 10. So we get $1,000 to put up as collateral. But if you're planning to buy 100 shares anyway, this would be ideal.
Space, NIKOLA up 16% on news. It delivered its NIKOLA Tray electric tractor trailer truck to a company that operates out of the port of LA. That delivery, it actually happened last week, but the stock moving today after a tweet from NIKOLA. That company also has signed a letter of intent to purchase 100 total. Other EV stocks moving on the news, Lordstown and Arrival both outperforming the market, both of them up over 4%. Rivian fractionally higher, still down after a somewhat disappointing earnings on Monday. Wedbush says spending on commercial EVs should top $1.2 trillion between now and 2030, with very intense competition on the vehicles themselves, batteries, and charging infrastructure. John, you own some calls in Fisker and also Tesla. You also bought some NIKOLA calls today.
Yeah, we were trading them last week, Frank, because Friday last week, stock was $9.75. They were buying the this week, today, expiry 11 calls. Those calls, they were paying just a dime for them last week, Frank. They exploded today, and then they began rolling up to the January 13 calls. So I liked that action, Frank. They're not quite as good as Elon Musk in terms of the tweets, but to get a 20% pop out of the stock, granted at a much lower base, to get it moving from $9.80 or $10 up to and through $11 with that single tweet, that was pretty amazing. But obviously the fact that they've finally started deliveries and that they've proved that they can do that and get another order is a very positive thing for this company.
Jim, over to you. I know you own GM. You're also on the list for one of those new Cadillac Lyrics. I'm very jealous of you. What do you make of this news for NIKOLA today? Do you think this is a big sign for them, or is it just another EV, another commercial EV going out in the market where we're still in the very early stages of this game?
Frank, I don't know. Did you read that headline that was up just before they came to this Brady Bunch screen? Our first customer delivery.
Yes.
Like, okay, for General Motors and Ford, that happened 120 years ago, right? There's a hell of a head start here, guys. And listen, I'm not taking any shots at Dr. J. His time frame is a lot shorter than mine. I like to make long-term investments. I can't look at NIKOLA or Rivian or any of these names and say that in the long run they're going to outcompete the scale, the marketing, the cost advantages of General Motors, of Ford, of Tesla at this point, of Volkswagen. I mean, I love a good David versus Goliath story, but 9 times out of 10, David gets trampled by Goliath, and I think that's what's going to happen here. And I will definitely let everybody know when I get that Cadillac Lyric. I'm looking forward to it. You'll see me tweeting